Welcome to the second round in the game between TOF, OMBD and HSR against Old Bones. Before we get into the second round, we're gonna look at the team stats from the first round. As you can see, Old Bones took the first round with 168 tickets against 63. And looking at the stats, we can see that both teams' medics did an amazing job when it came to revives. 149 for blue, 133 for red. And here we can see the three top medics. But last game, very nice, close game. Even in the beginning, both teams got control south and north and, you know, the flanks and everything. Both teams did as expected, sent out a small squad to get behind enemy lines, work behind enemy lines. I think the American one, last game, which is now the MEA, it was the squad 4, again squad 4 for the MEA. It was this squad that did a very good job and had a very big impact on the game. They took down like 4 or 5 fobs. And mortars from OB side. Miku, I think it was. Yeah, Miku, I think he had like 19 kills, 29 down, something with mortars, so that's also a very strong impact. I think at the end, the coalition of HSR, 2F and OMBD got a little bit too passive, and OB just kept building up the pressure, and at the end they got a radio station and got the ticket swing and won the game. There were some moments where the coalition had the ability or the opportunity to get something going on the north side, but I think they just got, you know, stopped by the pressure, and they thought that they were unsure if they could actually push anything without losing too much themselves. And that's very common even on comp games that I've seen both cast myself and watched other casters, is that a lot of teams doubt or are unsure if they can actually start pushing somewhere on the map. Even though there were not a lot of OB players up here in aspect to the amount of coalition players, but they were just not willing to take the risk of pushing and maybe losing control. The OB was pushing so heavily towards radio station. But that was the last round. This is the second round. We're just beginning now. We have the rollouts. I have a 5-man squad going south border. An MRAP, another 5-man squad going somewhere else with other MRAP. 2-man squad, Logi North. Smear, so that maybe this time we'll see the coalition push into radio when they were the Americans. They set up comfortably down, I can't see that word, comfortably southeast of radio, and did not push in. I think they are they know that OB have a reputation of being strong in the beginnings and very aggressive, so they might not want to contest that. Kenai gets the hat ready for any vehicles that might rush in here. Looks like OB, as well as they did the last round, are setting up east and not trying to rush straight in. So both teams are going to push down towards radio station. Coalition, well, they don't have any control down south. Squad 4 is working towards the south side, but there is a possibility here for Squad 5. They already dropped the rally and 7 to push past there on the south side.
MRAP is coming south side of the map.
Gets called out now. Striker holding the south border.
2 MRAP south.
Squad 2 now. This is much more aggressive than the coalition were when they were on the American side. OB are pressuring towards Upper Orchard from the beginning. and this might have an impact on the battle around radio station.
East of Orchard, accurately marked.
Meaning that, depending on how cool the coalition can keep themselves, if they're going to call out that they need reinforcements, and thus having to fall back from radio station. See, Rat, not coming here, towards Carbon. And Sire, Shamani. No, that must have been someone else. Maybe one of these two guys. Kalkaya and Bulbikula that took out Jewel and Speakan. Nice G3. Holding that opening in the wall, gets two guys down. Finlander Matsuni trying to keep Obi back from pushing this north corner of the map.
On south from radio.
This is the absolute edge of the map.
Motors are coming.
I would say that they would probably want to push out a bit further to try to get in from the south side to clear out these compounds, at least to stop Obi from pushing towards Upper Orchard. Shamani can get in behind Fnus here. Fnus, oh, this will be about timing.
Han höll på, zigzacka, pika fram tillbaka. Sattes ner och bara sköt mot mig.
Vart var han då?
Österut mot bron.
Oh, Fnus gets quick shots up, even though he was crawling back and forth. Varys have made it all the way up to Orchard, and there comes the call, the early call for backup. I don't know, is it early? They have a hab, but they're getting pressured and they've lost control now, so they have a 5-6 men just pushing up. Yeah, maybe they do need help. Haskalintu and Tupla needs to hold their ground here. They need to get some downs. If these two goes down too early, there will be no time to reinforce. Hab might get overrun before they could get help. Gets a trade, not what they needed. They needed to halt the push here. Will it be enough? Tupla, Sisuyut as well. Nades coming out. Assi gets out north, gets north control. Takes out Laiskiainen, and Solmir and Varys are all down. So they did not really need any help. And no help have spawned in yet. Like I said before, you don't want to react too quickly, because that will lose you. You will lose pressure somewhere else than if you over-rotate with too many people. Let's take a look. OB pressuring south as well. Wonder if they're going to try to take over this and then bring up a Logi backed up by the striker.
East of Upper Orchard.
Do you have any mortars up? Yeah, mortars up for the coalition, 2 tubes. Any mortars up? 1 for OB this far. This kind of a middle squad task by probably holding this area is very important. You don't want to lose this area as the team spawning on the west side of this map. Then you can just slide through the middle. You can go up to Upper Orchard, or you can slice down towards radio, west of radio. So this is an important area to hold. It's not that fun to play, but especially now, then they do have their fob down here as well, so they don't want to let OB run through it. Ninja Pirati working south side. Gonna come up against Seth and Venom. I think HSR well aware of that they have lost control at the south side, so they are going to make sure any of these flankers are going to be dealt with. Seth takes the shot, can't really get the hit. Ninja Pirati jumps the wall, Venom comes up close.
Should we let them cover the station or are we going?
Here's him run past. Wonder if Seth's going just to hold here.
We're gonna slow down the attack a little bit.
Seth looking. It's dangerous for him.
Cap it for good.
Oh, so he knows that there's an enemy here and he keeps pushing past it, knowing that there can be an enemy left in the field. And where there's one, there could be more. It's dangerous, because now there might be some OB players that can make their way, you know, past towards the mortar fog. Oh, Seth is still sticking around. He's not gonna let this go. Recall from a coalition play. I would just call this team the coalition, because they are a coalition. But that's not the name of the team yet. It's yet to come. Well, that they were slowed down the push towards radio. I think they will kind of focus on securing Upper Orchard and maybe deal with the fob from OB that's here in the vineyard or vineyard. If that will be where they're going to lay their resources, or just to re-establish control on the south side. Transport, not a lodge. Seth cuts up finally with Ninja Pirati and takes him out. And that's why one of the reasons I like to watch these smaller maps is to see that the balance of how to shift, where to prioritize your manpower. If you do a bit of a push south, will it be an opening north side if the enemies respond with too many people on your southern push? And you can kind of go that back and forth, push a little bit north to see how the enemies respond. If they move too many players, there should be an opening for you then south or mid. Oh, I find that very interesting, especially against you know, between teams that knows how to play around map control. And where you have those squads that knows the importance of getting behind enemy lines. But it doesn't look like neither team managed to get anything behind the enemy lines this round. Both teams managed to do it the first round. Last round OB went around the north side, Coalition went around the south side. But this round neither team managed to get anything through, or to get a rally down behind enemies. That I can see, at least. And that was one of the things, especially for the coalition team, that, like I said in the beginning, were really important. Squad 4 did an amazing job with hunting and taking down the fobs from OB last round. If we count the amount of players here from both teams, it looks like there's a bit more from the coalition team. only have like 6-5 guys from TOF holding the cap itself. It's almost the equal amount of numbers that are pushing here on the north side. And there's a few guys pushing here in the midsection. I think it should... If they are probing a bit here, I think Carbon, Coriander and Badish might be doing that right now. See if they can start getting some ground here towards Vineyard or the compounds further east. Carbon making the move now. I'd like to see this. You need to try at least. See how far can you push. Can you get in behind enemies? Can you find the rallies? Would love to see Coriander or someone else pushing further east to work even the back lines here. That's what you really want. You want to get a few guys out behind to fight the zone, or the areas where you're actively fighting, so they can come around and find the rallies and fobs and all of that stuff, all the important stuff, really. That's not always that easy to do. I do see now how the collision plates are managing to swing around. We have and Carbon and Coriander now working their way further east, checking that compound as well. It's nice to see. While Repsy, Badass, Saya, Fnoospeak and Yuval is still holding this area, what I call like the mid-zone. They like to divide this map in, like we have the north area, we have the mid, and then south. I guess it's south mid, I don't know. It's kind of like this, mid and mid, south side, north side. You want to have players in all of those areas. And if you notice that the enemies don't have that many, or not at all, that's when you need to push that area. So you can start coming up behind enemies. OBR making some progress down here in this southern area. Radio has been dealt with. There goes the Hab. It's fully destroyed, no extra built on the radio, maybe on the Logi. Seth comes up again against Ninja Pirati, but now backed up by the Camel Thief. They peek at the same time. Will he see them? Oh, he can't. No, he can't see them. They're too close. He gets pinned by Al Gore from radio. He should hear them now.
There's enemies on the south radio somewhere.
Oh, bad timing to stand up. Unlucky. Nice spotted there from Al Gore, from all the way from radio.
Enemy strikers out of the radio station.
That shows you just how, even if you just shoot a little bit towards the enemies and you can't hit them, that helps your teammates if they're close. Venom now comes in. Gonna try to get some payback. Gets Camel Theft, gets the drop of them both, takes one down. Hits Ninja Pirati, Venom the medic as well. I think Ninja is also, so they will both patch up fully, don't they? Ninja makes the run for it. Bad timing. Maybe Seth can get picked up then? If there's no one else keeping a lookout this way. Oh, OBR making ground. As we can see.
South on our
Squad
old camp.
5. Oh wait, that's OB probably. Yeah, OBR making progress west of radio, and that kind of puts this fob here in danger for the coalition team. And they have stopped. I would like to see these guys continue around. Even though they're kind of losing this, but they can reinforce from the FOB with new players to stop these guys. These are the guys that have the opportunity now to get around and getting a good position up from the outside, and maybe even silence the mortars or get on the hab. Sometimes you have to think about that. You're the ones that can do something. Someone else can take up your job, but no one can. No one else is in the position to do what you can do right now. Mr. Kitman trying to get to his friends Pirate and Thief, but he gets taken out by Seth. Pista Lamora might get shot in the back by Cleansman here. Instant trade by Lamora. Let's see if OB's gonna push up a Logi now when they have made some ground. They are coming with a Logi, yeah. Looks like they're gonna sit right here. That's a glitch. That's not my mark. Even though it looks like it's green, it's just admin cam. OEI squad, not working properly, but we're used to it. Everything's not bad in this game, but definitely some things are a bit wonky. This is not good at all for the coalition. Now, 2 guys on the hab. Auto Yeti Hammerfaust means that this hab will be blocked. That will stop the flow of reinforcement to this area.
There was overrun the middle.
Overrun island.
It's up to Disco Marky here. Disco Marek. To clear this out. Can he get any kind of support from anyone? There's a rally. Krakow is well responding to it. And Kusekski. Hab is spawnable, but maybe the radium already been dug down 1 step, so it's not spawnable anymore. One-on-one Hammerfaust against Disco Marek. Gets a nade out. Lands short outside the door. Hammerfaust will probably just hold the angle on the window. Cannot get to connect. This could be a determining factor in the game now as well. Baba Yaga coming up to support Hammerfaust. Someone needs to respond to this. Inter coming down now from... The coalition team really needs this FOB. They already lost the FOB south. Oh, Disco Marek finds an opening in the...
A lot of enemies
in the window here behind Hammerfaust. Did not hear him coming, but...
Island is also overrun by enemies.
Baba Yaga gets the trade.
We need to retake the south side if we want stability.
And we finally get some communications going here for the coalition squad leads. Trying to work out something, what to do. But they have lost south, and it's not looking that good here as well. And if this area falls, then I think it will be a total collapse. Especially now with OB getting this FOB up. They could start pressuring past to the west side of Upper and as well silence the mortars.
Boys, I will take my squad and I will build backup hub for the Upper Orchard. Think about defense far.
Auto Yeti back again. Gets some hits in on Inter. Takes out Repsay. Moonshine comes up from the rear, gets the drop on Auto Yeti. Managed to swing around and get a hit on Moonshine. Now mortars, probably from OB, going to help Baba Yaga. Takes out the radio. Radio's still not dug down yet, they're just holding it to delay the spawn, which is the right thing to do. As long as the spawn is not active, it serves in favor of OB. See if we're gonna see some GLs coming in. Oh shit. Alright, so priority number 1 now should be to get the radio dug up. I was about to say, I didn't even see Hammerfaust sneaking in here. Badass, I have no idea he's in the bushes. Fnoo's coming in as well. I would just run and try to dig the radio back up to activate the hab again. Torietti is back.
Southwest of radio station, quite secure at 300 meters southwest. I'm sending
Inter is
mortars.
back.
Is it automatic?
Wonder if they will ever get the radio dug back up. Say now, just let the medic do the medic and the rest get the radio. Nice Auto Yeti, relocating, get 1 kill, move around, that's the way to do it.
Hab west side of radio station is accurate.
Is gonna take over of the northern flank. Gets the nice drop on Auto Yeti, and here comes the mortars. Oh, Ewell takes 1 to the face. Will Badash make it into the radio? He will. So they're going to get that hab up. Now let's see what's going on. Still kind of same situation up here. Stable and upper orchard. Kind of contested here on the central part. But it will be holding and making ground south still. But Kushisk in the hab of OB. They have found the radio as well. So this, I would say, will be the target for the coalition mortars. And here they are. Wow. Yeah, stick your head into the wall and maybe you can survive. Nicely done, finding and marking the hab. Venom and Seth still down here on the south side, holding this south border. Cobra King and Skus. Oh, I won't even try. No. Skoshi, maybe. If I get the name wrong the first time, I just get stressed out. Then I'm not even looking, I'm just guessing. So Kraken, no, it's an outside mango. A lot of down plays here from the coalition, man. Like OB gave up on that northern push and are pushing down here instead. Again, you should always probe, so the coalition should try to send 1 or 2 guys up the north side now. They feel, as soon as they realize that they're not getting pressured up there, they should try to pressure themselves, see if they can push anyone further northeast. Weekend Cat and Pista Tree Flu now trying to go in there and dig down the radio. Hammerhead gets taken out. There's no one left from OB in the area now on the south side to contest it.
In 20 seconds.
rallies have been wiped as well, so this will be a nice reset here for the coalition team. Squad 9, the only one with a rally close by. Fob on radio station. Squad 5 pushing south side. At least they have some breathing room now to re-establish some control down here.
We need mortar southeast from Orchard.
Any team now will have the opportunity to kind of push through. I mean, MRAP south, MRAP north. MRAP just running up this hill here, even though they have lats and hats, you know. I don't like playing high risk, high reward most of the time, but sometimes it's necessary to change what's going on, just you know, throw something at the enemies that they're not prepared, that will force them to reconsider what they're doing. And then let's say you sell an MRAP with 5 guys, that's 10 tickets. Especially OB winning the first round with 100 tickets could maybe afford it. But as well, OB winning with 100 tickets don't need really to win by big. So it is the coalition team, the MEA team, that needs to get something done long run, at least to gain some more tickets. Or take some more tickets from the Americans. Have a solid line now, line battle down here, up here, north side, towards Upper Orchard, where both teams are pushing. Again, this area cannot be forgotten.
Enemies close east of the Orchard.
Oh, shit. I have that on my thumb button on the mouse, so sometimes I accidentally press it. Sorry.
Okay, James is trying east od Orcharda. East od Orchard
They are
stojí tu.
already inside the Orchard.
Nawet bliżej.
Copy.
Call of and inside. Rat is inside. Like it. AC making sure that they don't get any surprises by enemies coming around the north side. If you don't see what's going on, you need to get someone out there to see what's going on. See now if we're gonna get a big push after this artillery. We have at least one squad pushing now. Mango, Fiado, Betoni, Solmir, Shamani, Laiskainainen, Ypusli. Here comes the push. Atson and Asi are down. Mango and Rat as well. Gonna be so negative to Tony against Tupla. Tupla takes Tony down, but Solmir gets Tupla, Finlander, with a big ass MG. Yeah, sends Solmir back
outside of the Orchard. Close
to spawn, most likely.
Skills.
They almost managed to get through there. Oh. But they're inside. Shamani and Yipsui.
How many of you guys can come?
Okay, I'm sending artillery on the east side.
Hab will get blocked soon here.
Side artillery on the upper chart.
West overrun on upper.
They can just stay alive to block the Hab. That's all they have to do.
This west one, is it radio or hub?
Overrun. North side. North. Tupla.
Oh, Masson and Yep has to fall back from that north one and try to help the Hab. This is the time that they should push now. OB. No one watching anymore except mortars to try to slow them down. This is the FOB that they're calling out. It's getting overrun. Radio have been dug down one step. A counter artillery barrage now from the MEA team to slow down the push from OB. Looks like OB kind of did a switch. They stopped pushing the cap, went for the FOB. Coincidence,
Okay,
maybe, I don't know.
Some water south for some time.
MEA starting to re-establish control south side, actually gaining some ground here by squad 4. There is an opportunity then to try to re-establish, push all the way over here and re-establish a new FOB somewhere in the area. Seems like maybe OB are trying to do something again. Look at stats, 156 to 151, very even. 81 revives, 87, 21, 54. They're almost identical stats right now. There's a lot of ground now that's out here for the taking, but it's going to be OB that's going to be first by trying to get a new FOB up. I think OB were quicker last round as well to get new FOBs up.
The sludge is somewhere south side on the radio station. Yeah, it's south side the radio station. Radio track.
Copy.
Let's take a look on the mortar players from both teams real quick. We have Miku again and Gonorrhea. So 12, 12, 5, 12. Not bad, not bad. And from MEA, I don't know. Maybe. I have no idea who have been on the mortars. CMD, I don't know. I would say that even though it was a maybe overreaction, in the long run they did secure Upper Orchard again. You never know how many the enemies are, that's the tricky thing. But they have secured it, they're respawning and pushing out. You now have to push back east. And here is the new farewell. This will be... this can definitely stir up things. Now OB will have the opportunity to push hard from the north side and the south side, pushing from here, dealing with this probably, and then gonna swoop up, work the way around Upper Orchard, south and northeast. This needs to be dealt with quickly and with no pressure towards radio station. It will be a lot of pressure coming towards Upper Orchard right now. There is an opening. Radio station almost empty. Oh, just one guy on the mortars. I think OB are
enemy smoking the northeast
getting
side
too
of the
tired
Upper
to
Orchard.
speak. OB are very good at
Pushing there.
building up the pressure on the enemy's defense cap, making them feel like they cannot really spare anyone else to start working on their own offensive here. And you cannot allow the enemies to lure you into a position like that where you feel like you have to focus on constantly just defending different areas on the map. You need to put some pressure on the enemies. Otherwise you will most likely, 9 out of 10 times, you will get overrun.
We go to this new lane now.
Around is standing on the south side of the map.
But trying to hold the hab, Friado and Kolkaya. It's gonna be the timing thing. Oh, Friado holding the anchor. Took like it's destroyed from Varys maybe. Oh, SC is not gonna hold this north side anymore. I think there's good counter mortars by MEA. I think they're sending some HEs in the smoke. Malware and Friado, the hab will be blocked now, unspawnable. Yet again, squad 1 from OB. This might be it. Backup fob will probably go down, at least get offline. This one is also going down. And now with the full kind of panic where you have to re-establish safety cap, they might lose control south side because they're gonna move up people to the north side. So they might lose nursery straight after upper if they lose upper.
On the south side of the map.
Lomer with the pra. Here we have the response here from this radio being dug down. Sega, Fnus, Carbon, Saya, Solmir and Shamami comes in just in time to put pressure on the guys spawning on the hab as well, making it this much more difficult for them to push. Nice smokes as well. I hear a frag. Oh, landed way too short. Fnus and Carbon will be the one that have to do this.
Fob mortar is destroyed.
Fnus at least gets the guy digging, and that's Rullis, the squad lead, still alive, but he cannot do anything towards the radio. You can camp that, trying to keep MEA side from rebuilding it. They have at least achieved their mission. They cannot spawn on that backup fob anymore. And let's see. Yeah, fob on nursery as well. OB just taking this chance that they've been given, putting pressure everywhere. And that's really difficult to deal with. You need to communicate who's gonna do what. And there's constantly new things happening that you need to respond to. It's easy to forget about something. Cap, of course, needs to be a priority.
Somewhere near the radio station.
We are losing our mortar fob commander.
Even though Orchard might be stabilizing now for MEA, it will be very difficult for them to maintain control north or even to build anything towards radio. Now that they're losing control south and kind of mid here, it's gonna be free for all here for the American team to just move around and encircle Upper Orchard, just farm it. They can also just easily now start harassing the supply lines from the coalition team now when they have controlling all of this. Yeah, it's gonna be very difficult for the coalition team to get back into this game. Even if they don't lose Upper Orchard, they've lost too much control on the map. They lost this fob now as well, so they have no real chance to push back out. They need to get something out of main, get something set up that they can contest this area of the map. Now they have... The release have been reinforced by Stolmir and Smeagol. There's no one that can really reinforce for the MEA team. Have this squad coming from main, but they will probably not make it in time. Solmir will get the radio in bleed, unless someone sends a GL or a RPG. Oh, that was a good one actually. Close, not close enough. Radio in bleed. They need to react quickly. Oh, that was nice. Take Solmir down. Moonshine. The only one he needs to push now. Moonshine. He just needs to push in there. Try to dig the radio, save it from bleeding out. Release. Moonshine, radio. You're the only one that can save the radio. Moonshine. Radio. You had time. I don't think he had time now. I think he lost his opportunity.
Kurwa, M-rapem się zajmij, nie fobem.
I already shot at the M-rap.
Fuck.
Dig.
Oh, that was a close one. That was a close one. So there's still hope, a slimmer of hope for the MEA team not to lose control completely around Upper Orchard. With this fob still up, they have ability to push back out and try to work the way to clear out the south side of Upper Orchard, so they won't get completely trapped. But
Nursery is under attack.
It's still gonna be a real difficult uphill battle now when they lost so much control south side. It's all going to depend what OB are going to do, how they will use this momentum that they have gained now. And if MEA will try to establish a new fob anywhere close by here just to be able to reclaim this area. This is a competitive clan versus clan or team versus team match. There's no rules. There's risk of OB getting here and, you know, start mining and just camping their main. No more fobs. No new fobs for MEA. Might be the end result of that. Oh, I wish I could have seen the timer for the radio, how close it was to bleed out. One thing that I guess OB could do is to maybe set up some mortars over here. And then they could mortar down the radio, they know where it is. Oh, Pista. Free tickets. Airstrike. 650 tickets on the radio, and so even if they take down the hab, you can just replace it. Just in time for the mortars. Yeah, that was a good try. Don't think that really works. Some mortars on radio. Now we can see OB keep pushing past Nursery to the west. If they clear out this rally, it will be difficult. Beacon is trying to hold the radio. Coriander and Carbon already down by someone, maybe Malware. Dash Moonshine still alive. Baby Yaga got taken out. 8 minutes till the game is over. Also a 1 hour timer. Radio is down. 7 to 8 tickets to 88 tickets. 221 to 133. Still very even when it comes to the stats. It's 10 tickets. Maybe Pista can make his way up to the radio station fob. Find that. (61 to 78). 7 minutes. 7.5 minutes left. Paris takes out Lamora. So you got Kashnik going around the north side, gonna peek behind this wall. Heinz, maybe? No. He moves just in time, but they got two eager MEA guys coming up behind him. Tassiski, in a great position to take out these guys here in the smoke. He don't hear them. You don't see them either. Nice flank. Apocalyptic. Just holding this wall here. Gonna wait for anyone to peek their heads out through this opening here. Bernie. Don't know, we probably cannot see them. And he gets one. Joe will just trying to get as many people as he can back up. Calypto keeps holding it, the wall. And here comes the new wave, Roby pushing in behind the mortar, behind the smoke. Yeah, it is time to fix bayonet, guys. Yes, gonna have a party in the smoke. It's all around.
Enemy ATV inside open orchard.
Being one of the exits.
Dostałeś.
31 tickets to 67. Have a rally for OB close northeast. Polkaya and Vulbicula coming around the north side now. It's going to be up to Disco Marek now to stop them. and getting north control completely. Oh, and he cannot take him down. See, if there's a rally. Kalkaya continues. They might wipe that rally.
Zdrowy. Łata się na norfiście. Ja patrzę
Probably
west.
hear them patching on the side of the wall. Nade out from someone.
Zginie. Musi zginąć.
Oh, yeah.
Kurwa, nie zginął.
Lands right on top of him.
Trochę dużo ich tu jest obecnie, wiesz? Ale zaraz zobaczymy.
And now the push is coming around the southwest side instead. Just lucky that the hab went down again. And they get all of these guys back up. That was like maybe 5-6 tickets. Meanwhile, all the MEA players are bleeding out. OB coming in now from east and west of the remaining forces up here from the MEA. The wrap is up. Lintu, Sonox. Are they the only ones alive?
They're capping. If we're gonna give up, we'll stop capping and end the game. Decide. Guys.
So the game is about to end.
Guys.
Take a look down the
Do
map.
they have time to cap?
I mean on the stats.
It's 1 minute.
A very nice round as well. Enjoyed it.
They don't have
Parts of
time
it,
to cap.
I didn't feel like it was as many things going on at the same time as it was in the first round, but there was still a lot of things happening back and forth. So 35 seconds left. This will be the end. Great game. Great game from both teams.
I guess mass give up was not enough. If you have someone down, it's a great time to mass give up.
They don't have time to cap. 10 seconds left.
Okay.
Yeah, it's true.
3 tickets, and there goes the game. It was 3 tickets to 66 tickets. When the time ended, it was 66 to 3. Just to get that right, doesn't really matter. So Old the Bones take the round and the game with a total score of 234 tickets against 66. It was a very nice game, high paced, a lot of stuff going on all over the map. Squad 4 from the coalition team did an amazing job fighting and taking down all those FOBs. All in all, amazing game.